Hi, Aquarius. Healing Grasshopper here to do a bonus reading for August. We're going to use the After Tarot for this bonus. Just thought it might be a good deck to use for a bonus. I don't know if it was you guys. There was a reading that I did for August that Spirit was pointing out the After Tarot. So, for those of you who are not familiar with the After Tarot, it is a deck that uses the same that follows the same artwork as Pamela Smith from the Rider Waite Smith deck, um, and takes it a step further. Like it shows each card, but like what if it were a movie, what the next frame would look like. Okay, got our first two cards. Okay, strength card. Okay, so the strength card. This is very much the same message. We are drawing our strength from within to deal with the problems or whatever adverse situations or things that we come across. And this is all about using one's heart, um, which is kindness, forgiveness, diplomacy, understanding, um, instead of brute force and being argumentative and aggressive. Ace of Swords. So, what this is depicting here is um, potential. This falcon is at rest and blindfolded. Very powerful animal that once you take the blinders off, he will be ready to spread those wings and fly. But for now, he is at rest. So this is still the potential of um, the clarity. This is like buffering. You're still assessing the information coming towards you. And that's important because we're in a shifting energy right now. We and I talk about this a lot. We are now in Pluto in Aquarius after it being in Capricorn for 20 years. So, see, shifting energy. Now, there are other things that are happening, like Uranus moving into Gemini for the next 7 years, right? So, there's a lot of shifting that's happening now. So, there's an intake of all of this information in our minds and in our intuition as well, because blindfolds always, in my readings anyway, indicate some level of intuition, needing to um, engage in our intuition. While swords is full brain power, this is air, but this is also inviting in, along with our brain power, our intuition as well. The Six of Pentacles. In the original Six of Pentacles, you have a merchant here who is giving alms to these two peasants who have now received their pentacles and are walking away. And now there is a new old lady who's receiving. So this is continuity in generosity. So this is the universe saying that generosity is not a one-time deal, that you should always be ready to be generous. And this, of course, almost never talks about exchanging money. This talks about generosity in your time and forgiveness, in your attention, in sharing of knowledge, that kind of thing. That's a different type of generosity. Okay. All right. So we've got the Eight of Wands, where it talks about things happening swiftly. But now we've got an archer here, which is, it has the feeling of rising to the challenge. You know, an archer can produce a swift moving arrow just as fast as these wands are flying through the air. So it's really pointing to the changing energy and just us being there to rise to the challenge and move with the energies that are being presented to us. What else we got, Spirit? What's our focus here? And by the way, our embracing of the ideas and our stimulated intuitions are going to help us be in this mode of reacting swiftly to what we need to react to shoot our shot, right? What's our focus cards there? Wait, what do I see? I just saw a card. Yeah, no, okay. Our focus cards, Spirit. This one's not coming easily. There it is. It is reversed. Okay. The Six of Wands next to the Eight of Wands. I mean, the Six of Swords, sorry, next to the Eight of Wands. This is hitting the ground running. Now, Aquarius, I don't want you to have feel pressure like, oh my gosh, incoming. Like, don't let this stress you out. You are. This is talking about how you're going to naturally react. This isn't me like commanding you, like, hurry up, catch the ball. It's gonna drop. You know, Yeah, don't feel like that. It's going to be fine. You are going to rise to the challenge just fine because that's what the strength card is saying in the beginning of your reading. So it'll be fine. The Six of Swords is the woman sitting with the child in the boat, right? And before this frame was her, through the water. But here is the same woman on shore now. She's in a better place. She's at her destination, but her journey is only just begun, really, right? So, but hitting the ground running is what's in my head right now. You're going to be you will feel prepared for the energies coming to you. Oops. The tower. Yeah, Capricorn got the tower too. Right. So listen, this tower is about what we have been through. The tower is an abrupt change that the universe brings about because change is needed in one's life, right? And like I said, we are in a transitional phase. This is this year especially has been all about change. Pluto moving into Capricorn in this past November, and then Uranus moving into Gemini earlier this month. I'm going to have a video on that. But this year, there's a lot going on astrologically, and it's all about shifting of energy, right? And changes that are being brought to us that we need to rise to the occasion for. And by the way, this is not an impending doom. This is just depicts what we've been through and what we're currently going through. Just change. Unless, yeah, I just wanted to make sure because it feels like to me past and present, but I just wanted to make sure if there was any, there were any future towers. But we're not talking about future towers here. We're talking about current energies. Okay. The Empress. hmm And she's coming out under the Eight of Wands. This only emphasizes what I said, that there doesn't need to be any anxiety about this card. Like, oh, I have to, keep the pace with the universal speed. Eh, You are going to feel very comfortable in whatever speed you're moving in. Because and don't forget the strength card here. You are fully going to be in your power that's going to fuel you in these situations that you're put in. You're not going to be overwhelmed by them. You're going to be able to rise to the challenge. And by the way, the Empress is coming out after the tower. It's like, you know, nothing is going to frazzle the Empress. The Empress has seen it all, been there, done that. She's been through a disaster already. She knows how to handle things. She's fine. And by the way, this is after Tower Empress. That swan that she has in front of her has born new chicks. Um, I'm trying to remember what the swan babies' names are. It's like at the tip of my tongue. Um, Cygnets. She's had her little cygnets here. Um, so this talks about being creative and fruitful. So that's your, ooh, look at the moon. It's interesting. The moon came out for Capricorn too. This moon in the after tarot is about, see, this person has appeared here. This is you really assessing um the situation. You know, these two, phew, excuse me, the dog and the wolf here are fighting. She's like, what is going on here? So, this is an assessment of what is not clear and a facing of it, right? Um, which is important. She's not walking away from it, she's walking toward it. So, this is not being afraid of what is unclear to you and really assessing it so you can deal with it. Are rising to the challenge, like I said before. Very nice. Both of these, right? Like this. The Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, right? And this is after the initial celebration where we had the rainbow, right? The rainbow is gone now, the sun has gone down, and now everyone is sitting cozily around a campfire. Right? So you've moved away from a little further away from the crisis because the Ten of Cups is about a celebration after a crisis because there's a rainbow, right? Rainbows come out after a storm. So we've moved farther away from the storm. We're settling in and enjoying each other around a campfire. This is being secure in one's own accomplishments. Um, the Three of Wands is the waiting for our ships to come in card. In the Three of Wands, he has made a choice in the original card, right? He's made a choice. He's holding the wand and he's looking out into the distance, waiting for his ship to come in, which I always say is not really a passive card because he has made an action. It just depicts his expectation of his actions and his confidence in his own actions. But here he is in the next frame, sending off a falcon. He's sending a message. This is him actively interacting with his actions and his desires. Um, there's there's a feeling of kind of balance of the elements here, like he's taking advantage of all of his options to to get to where he wants to be, right? He's not just waiting for things to come to him. He is actively doing things here. So this is you taking a pause here and assessing the past, like this is all I've accomplished so far, but in the next frame here you are putting your feelers out for the next thing because there's always more to come. What do we have for clarity? The King of Wands. It's so interesting. So many of the Capricorn cards are coming out too. Capricorn was the first reading I did in the series. So, um, not reverse. King of Wands is the entrepreneur card, and it's so perfect to come out after the Three of Wands and what I just said, because King of Wands is always looking at the next thing. He is the entrepreneur card, the innovator card. He's always got his wand in hand to produce something fresh and new, which is what we were talking about here. And he's one that really takes charge in doing that and has confidence in his actions and confidence in the power of the wands that he holds. You're going to be doing big things, Aquarius, is what this is saying. And don't be afraid to dream. Don't dismiss your ideas. What else do we have? Both of these are ours, like this. Okay. Knight of Swords. This is an enthusiasm. Okay. So, Knight of Swords is about moving swiftly. Um, and always, well, not always, often has a caveat of be careful not to move too fast. Be sure to assess things as you go along. Don't move through things too quickly, blindly, that kind of thing. But I don't think it's saying any of that for you here. All this is talking about is your enthusiasm and your confidence moving forward and your lack of hesitation, which is a good thing, right? You see something to be done that suits your agenda, you're on it right away. You're not hesitating and fearing and none of that. You see something, you're on top of it. Not reversed. Okay. Ten of Swords is reminding you that you are not in the past. And you have got to, especially attached to the moon here, is important. Because remember, I said here that she's assessing things. Um, this is saying that you need to look at things with this fresh perspective, and you cannot apply your past experiences to your new experiences. And that's not to say that you can't use the tools that you've acquired from your past experiences. That's not what it means. It's talking about it's kind of like when you're in a new relationship that you shouldn't bring your baggage from your old relationships into your new relationships, right? Because that taints your new relationship. That's pretty much what this is talking about. How you're going to leave the past in the past. I need four more. Well, three more, at least. There's one, I don't know if these are ours. We'll see. Hmm. Four of Cups. These are both ours. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's address the Four of Cups first, because this is exactly what I was talking about. Don't bring the past into the future. Four of Cups is bringing the past into the future, into the present, right? This guy has his arms crossed, and he is apathetic to what's being offered to him because he's been through, adverse situations that's kind of, you know, dampened his attitude towards everything. We can't do that, right? Because this is not the same old cups being offered to him. This is something fresh and new being offered to him by the universe. And this is something that should absolutely be received by him that he's like, I don't want that. Yeah, let's not do that because the universe is trying to help us, right? So remember what I said before about the Knight of Swords and that there wasn't a caveat here. Um, and this is just his enthusiasm moving forward. But here's the caveat. You are getting the caveat because the Four of Swords is about taking it easy and stopping and assessing things. So there needs to be a balance between, and see how there's a line here, the Ten of Swords that talks about things being dead and over with, and time to move forward on the other side here. But in the middle, we have a stopping to rest and assess things. So, yes, it's a wonderful thing to be ready to move into the future, but make sure that you are not so focused on the future that you're ignoring the present, because this is all about presence. Four of Wands, Four of Swords, sorry. The story of the Four of Swords is an odd one of an old practice of knights, like back in I don't know which time, like the Dark Ages or the medieval era, that the knights would come home after battle and lie in a coffin and reflect on what they have been through and what could have happened to them. They could have died, but they didn't die, right? So they're here to reflect on that and, absorb the gratitude that they're still alive and that kind of thing. You see? So this is about being present and appreciating the present, right? So that's all this is saying. Allow yourself to feel the present in enjoying the vision of the future and working towards the future. Don't be in too much of a rush that you are missing the present. Three of Swords. We've got two threes here. So threes are about progression and growth. So this is like you moving on despite the pain that you've been through and being stronger for it. Yes, things are over and done with, but you do always carry the scars from it with you. And the scars are wisdom. The scars hold wisdom within you. And part of that is held in this falcon because I haven't been able to take my eyes off the falcon as soon as I put this card down. Part of the wind under his wings is the pain that you've been through. It fuels him, it strengthens him. So, what is this reading telling us, Aquarius? We are all, the entire collective, is in a transitional phase that I am very sure that you're already feeling. But the messages are for you is to be sure not to forget your connection to your intuition because that's really going to help you move forward. But remember who you are and how strong you are and how equipped you are for the future. Because the future is going to bring new challenges, but new gifts for you moving forward. You just need to be able to recognize them. Okay? I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys in the comment section. I answer every single comment with pleasure. I love to hear from you guys. It inspires me, it keeps me going, it makes me feel like I'm not speaking to myself. Okay, so tell me what's on your mind. Tell me how this resonates. Tell me if you're starting to feel this transition in astrological energies. Whether you feel stagnant, let me know. Um, it not also it not only boosts me and my morale, but it also helps your fellow Aquarians because they might be feeling the same thing. It might inspire them, it might comfort them. Let's support each other in the comment section and be respectful, obviously. Okay? Um, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. It's a very quick gesture that costs you nothing, but means the world to me and helps this channel greatly. So I thank you in advance. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the upcoming videos. I'm assuming that this is your sun sign that you're watching, but what you may not know is that you can derive a complete picture from your other signs, your North Node, rising, and moon signs. If you don't know what those are, you can easily calculate them for free online by Googling calculate my blank sign. And as soon as you find out the signs, you come back to Healing Grasshopper channel and listen to the corresponding um, videos. If you are really inclined to helping this channel, it would really be beneficial to me if you go have a look in the playlist. I have um, a bunch of playlists like Aquarius playlist that you can listen to, put on um, in the background and put it on autoplay and let them play. I'm sorry, I'm like talking backwards here. Um, I'm just a little fatigued. Also, you can put it on while you're sleeping because watch hours mean everything to a channel. It helps a channel grow. So I thank you in advance for your support. Um, I am making an effort to thank all of my viewers because I'm really starting to notice a change in my viewership. My American viewers are always there for me, and I appreciate you for your support. Kisses and hugs out to you guys. Thank you for supporting me. But I also have UK, Australia, and Canada. It's crazy. It blows me away. thank you for your support as well. And then there are the subtitle watchers. I've got Filipinos, Portuguese speaking, Spanish speaking, and Hindi speaking Indians watching. Uh, I don't know what to say. I'm always speechless when I see you guys. Gratitude for all of you. The one thing I want to say though is bear with the subtitles for a while until this channel grows and I can afford to start dubbing my videos. Um, but thank you for your patience and your support. Kisses go out to all of you guys. Um, hang in there, Aquarius. We've got a very interesting ride ahead of us. So be excited because we've got blessings to come. Okay? I'll speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.